Listen up, Naptown, because absolute chaos just dropped inside the 317, and you will not believe this massive update. A legendary pillar of our defense was practically ready to walk away from the game completely after a terrifying injury scare last season. Now we have breaking news from training camp that changes everything for the Circle City. Before I reveal this unbelievable comeback story that has the whole locker room hyped, you need to smash that like button right now. Subscribe to the channel immediately so you never miss any vital updates about our squad. Colts fans, we've got uplifting news from Colts camp regarding one of our undisputed leaders. DeForest Buckner, our defensive pillar, is making a remarkable return to practice after a season-ending neck injury that had many of us holding our breath. Since his arrival, Buckner has been everything to this defense. A true three-time Pro Bowler who sets the standard for how to play and lead. He suffered a herniated disc in his neck against the Pittsburgh Steelers in Week 9 of the 2025 season. After stem cell injections and a brief return in Week 16 against the San Francisco 49ers, he ultimately underwent a season-ending procedure. And I'll be straight with you, the thought of losing a player of his caliber, especially to such a scary neck injury, sent shivers down our spines. Buckner himself revealed thoughts of retirement began to creep in. A realization that hit us hard, knowing how much he means to this team. But after conversations with his family and doctors, he decided to return, and early training camp signs are promising. He's progressing daily, even participating in 11-on-11 work without pads last week, with his neck responding well despite muscle soreness. While he only did individual work when pads came on Monday, he's aiming for contact reps soon, gradually increasing his workload. This recovery time has also given young defensive tackles like Colby Wooden, acquired in the Zaire Franklin trade, and Adetomiwa Adebawore, who had 4.0 sacks in 2025, valuable reps with the starters. This is crucial as the team wants to keep Buckner and Grover Stewart both over 30, fresh by not relying on them for 70-80% of snaps. DeForest Buckner admitted he seriously considered retiring from football after his scary neck injury last season. A frankly chilling revelation that sent shivers down the spine of every Indianapolis Colts fan. This wasn't just a minor tweak. Buckner suffered a herniated disc in Week 9 against the Pittsburgh Steelers, eventually undergoing stem cell injections and a brief return in Week 16 against the San Francisco 49ers, before a season-ending procedure. Head coach Shane Steichen's immediate declaration that Buckner means everything to this defense and is a pillar underscores the absolute necessity of his return, which GM Chris Ballard and the coaching staff are undoubtedly prioritizing above all else. They understand that losing a 10-year-plus vet of his caliber, even with young talent like Colby Wooden and Adetomiwa Adebawore showing flashes — Adebawore had 4.0 sacks in 2025 — would be devastating. Neck injuries, especially for defensive linemen who face contact on almost every play, are notoriously career-threatening. This isn't just a sprained ankle for our star. The bottom line here is, the careful management of Buckner's return, gradually progressing from individual work to 11-on-11 reps with no pads, isn't just about this season. It's about preserving the long-term health of our defensive anchor and ensuring our championship window remains open, especially with the goal to keep Buckner and Grover Stewart, both over 30, from playing 70-80% of snaps. His progress so far with his neck responded well and only a little muscle soreness is incredibly encouraging. This positive update fuels optimism for a swift return to the field, potentially bolstering the interior defensive line rotation significantly. His presence is vital for depth and keeping veteran defensive tackles fresh. So that's the story of DeForest Buckner's incredible comeback. Now, let's get into what all of this truly means for our Indianapolis Colts. This matters right now because Buckner's return isn't just about getting a star player back. It represents the very heart of our defense, a crucial pillar that keeps us competitive, especially after a season-ending neck injury that left his future in doubt. His decision to return after contemplating retirement sends an incredibly powerful message of resilience and dedication throughout the entire organization. On the immediate roster, his reintegration solidifies our starting defensive tackle spot. But the genius of his gradual workload is that it provides invaluable first-team reps for developing players like Colby Wooden and Adetomiwa Adebawar. This accelerates their growth, building crucial depth and ensuring our over 30 veterans Buckner and Grover Stewart stay fresh throughout a grueling season, preventing them from playing 70–80% of snaps. And the more I look at this, the implications for our upcoming games are massive. A healthy Buckner means disrupting opposing run games and pressuring quarterbacks consistently, giving our secondary a much-needed boost against strong divisional offenses like those in Houston or Tennessee. This significantly shifts our standing in the AFC South. With a fully recovered Buckner anchoring the defensive line and young talent stepping up, our ability to control the line of scrimmage becomes a formidable weapon. This directly enhances our playoff chances, transforming a potential weakness into a significant strength, making us a legitimate threat to compete deep into the postseason. The sheer presence of 99 wrecking plays can elevate the performance of every defender around him, truly defining our identity. DeForest Buckner's return is absolutely massive for our Colts, with head coach Shane Steichen unequivocally stating he means everything to this defense and is a foundational pillar. This isn't just about his Pro Bowl production, it's about his veteran leadership and the high standard he sets daily. His decision to come back after a terrifying herniated disc, with doctors confident in a full recovery, speaks volumes about his commitment. Getting him back on the field, progressing in camp, and even taking 11-on-11 reps means our defense regains a 3-time Pro Bowler who consistently wrecks plays. However, we simply cannot ignore the inherent risks. A neck injury for a defensive tackle is incredibly serious, and despite his promising recovery, the need for extra time with recovery highlights an ongoing vulnerability. At over 30, with such a critical injury, the concern of a setback or an inability to maintain his prior 70–80% snap count without risking further harm is very real. Around the league, analysts view this as a critical test of depth management, with many highlighting increased opportunities for young defensive tackles like Colby Wooden, acquired from the Green Bay Packers, and Adetomiwa Adebawar, who recorded 4.0 sacks last season. The goal for these two to play substantial rotational roles to keep Buckner and Grover Stewart fresh is widely seen as shrewd. Here's where I land on this. While Buckner's recovery is incredibly heartening and his leadership is invaluable, I think some of the hype around a full, sustained return to his previous workload might be a bit overblown. Think about it this way. The team's conscious effort to rotate in Wooden and Adebawar isn't just about development, it's a necessary precaution. The return of DeForest Buckner, intertwined with the blossoming talent of our younger defensive linemen, paints a crucial picture for the Indianapolis Colts' trajectory over the coming seasons. This isn't just about 1 year, it's a strategic move to ensure sustained defensive excellence. Buckner, as Coach Steichen clearly states, means everything to this defense. His leadership and on-field presence as a 10-year-plus veteran are irreplaceable. However, his significant neck injury in 2025, which required stem cell injections and a season-ending procedure, underscored the need for robust depth. The emergence of players like Colby Wooden, acquired in the Zaire Franklin trade, and Adetomiwa Adebawar, coming off a 4.0 sack season, is paramount. They are not merely backups, but integral rotation pieces designed to keep both Buckner and Grover Stewart, both over 30, fresh. This focus on developing young talent to reduce snap counts on our pillars clearly states, we are building for perennial contention, safeguarding stars while cultivating future impact players. As Indianapolis Colts fans, we should feel a powerful blend of relief and genuine excitement. Relief because Buckner